Well, I just watched Psy's new music video. You know, PSY, that annoying Korean prick with the face that you'd like to fucking. I mean, what is some? I mean, you got that Kim Jong Un, and you got that guy. They're pretty much interchangeable as far as. I mean, if that guy had nuclear weapons, I'm sure he'd be threatening. I mean, he's bad enough he's threatening us with crap music. Imagine if he got a hold of some nuclear warheads. Of course, people seem to like it, but then he's got a viewership of what 1.5 billion people in China, where that is like a Jimi Hendrix video compared to the shit that they listen to. So you know, what the hell's that? Oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have that in there. Oh, so yeah, I was going to talk about just the state of artistic expression nowadays, music. When I was growing up, I'm sure the jazz guys said that about rock and roll and all that, but I mean, what I think happened is that when people started downloading stuff illegally, and the record companies were losing money hand over fist, they realized that the people who were doing all the downloading were mostly males, because they have a much more of a predilection for crime and breaking the law, which is why I think in the last decade and a half they've been focusing exclusively on shit that 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old girls buy, who actually buy because their parents give them the money to buy it, so they can have a poster to stick up on a wall of either a female that they want to be like or a male that they want to have as a boyfriend. And because of this money-grubbing technique of all the rich pricks in the music industry, we're forced to listen to shit. We always have had to listen to shit, but there was always something else going on that was good. But I have I've dropped off out of listening to the pop world. But then again, I always was dropped. I never listened to it, and I knew there was something good out there. So, what is going on out there? What is good? Answers on a self-addressed envelope. It's kind of like an antelope. Yeah. What's going on? I guess they all started startups instead, or apps. That's for all the youngins. They don't want to be rock stars anymore. They got in the computers. That's where the cash was. It's all about chasing the cash. It can't be just that. Why is that? There's got to be some. I mean, the last supposedly good band was the Strokes. I mean, they weren't that great. They were alright. I mean, they looked cool, and journalists liked them. I mean, that's about it. Any other band? I guess Coldplay, you can write nice melodies. I know that's blasphemy to say that, but the first couple of, the first album I didn't like, just that one album they had. The second one has got some really good songs and that nice melodies, kind of psychedelic. Nowadays he's got Rihanna on his songs and all the, I mean, just the same old shit. They're trying to write a song for a nightclub. People, the women wearing scantily clothes, drinking shorts, jumping up and down with their pals, and the men feeling uncomfortable, desperately wanting to get laid, and the woman knowing this, of course, because that's what young mating ritual is all about. I think the men, they don't really, I'll give it to you straight, I don't think the young guys, maybe they want a girlfriend, but if they could get away with it, it depends. They would probably just have one night stands all the time. It's kind of nature, isn't it? So, not all men, but some of them. I guess women know that. It's tricky. Some women want to have one night stands. I think if you are, it's a bit of advice. I don't know why I feel like I'm talking to younger people. It'd be good if I could get the over 70s market to tune in. Nobody's aiming towards them, are they? They're not big spenders. You know, for advertising revenue, you need your target market. Yeah, the over 70s. What do the over 70s buy exactly? Nothing. If they can make it to the shop, which they probably can't, they're just sitting there. Piccalilli. I mean, even the 70-year-olds nowadays, they're too young for Piccalilli and other horrific food that the British used to eat back in pre-war days, back in pre-electricity days. Yeah, so that's the market you want to head for. The newlywed and the nearly dead. That's the town I used to live in, the west coast of Canada, called Victoria. There was a lot of the newlywed and the nearly dead, old people and newly married couples. So that's quite funny. Newlywed and nearly dead. I guess I'm going to be dead soon. I wonder what it's like being dead. You know, like what are the benefits? Like, you know, like, I mean, do you get overtime? Yeah, I'd like to find out what the working conditions are as a corpse. See if I'm sure the French dead people would have a much better style of death, much better quality of death. You know, they're spoiled, really. You know, I mean, you take your average French cadaver. They're dead. I don't know, 35, less than 35 millennia per rotting carcass. Meanwhile, we're over here dying by the thousands, not so much as a whimper or a complaint. We don't get nothing. No perks. No 2 weeks holiday, just death. Do we complain? Not on your Nelly. Make amnesia great again. I think was that what it was called? I can't remember. Hey, I wonder how long I'm going to keep doing this. I guess if I can write stuff from it, it's good. What I'm worried is somebody's going to listen to this particular episode and think this is shit. Yeah. Well, what can I do? If it's shit, they shouldn't listen to it. If you think this is shit, please stop listening to it. Unless you enjoy listening to shit, the sheer shitness of enjoying shit. I can relate to that. I've got to come up with a gimmick that will make people want to listen to this. Now, I learned through comedy. It took me a long time to realize this, but people, when they go to watch comedy, they want to see something that's funny. You know, it took a long time for me to realize that. Just get up there and just keep repeating, not repeating, but saying one joke after the other, and if they're funny, yeah, you'll be alright. Don't wait too much time between the jokes. In fact, just keep salting in it. You know, it's hard to explain. I don't know if I give, it's not really a secret. You'll notice some comedians do this. They go blah, 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 as if they're not telling, like you tell it, here's the punchline, now I'm waiting you to laugh. That'll put pressure on an audience and they won't laugh. But if you as if you're going to keep going, they will laugh. Yeah, just very, you know, it can almost get annoying. Dara O'Brien does that a lot. And, I never really heard him be that funny, to be honest, but it's very avuncular. I saw him perform live at some thing up in Edinburgh Fringe Festival. And that's a huge part of it. It definitely has some kind of command of the audience. But not particularly witty, I would say. Lee Mack is witty. This is British comedians. For my listeners from the Isle of Wight, or, you know, the Isle of Man, the Scilly Isles. Yeah.